I think the reason we have to argue veridical and the reason we move from truthful to evidenced is that while and by the way, it's not 80% of the vast majority, but those who experience a tunnel, meeting somebody, a wonderful light, incredible peace, not wanting to go back, being sent back. The number of people who experience, life review, which sounds like judgment to some of them because it's uncomfortable. Those who experience that sort of thing, they're nice stories. But what do we do with the objection that says, well, duh, we're all human beings. And as human beings, we have similar brain structure and chemistry. That's probably what happens. Oh, and look, we're doing experiments where you can stimulate the right temporal lobe and the guy feels like he's out of the body or he feels light. See, we've duplicated NDEs. So on all these fronts, how do you know it's not similar brain chemistry? How do you know he's really anywhere? What do you say about those who try to duplicate these with experiments? The answer to one and all is, if you just had an NDE right now and the only window in here is boarded up and you can't see, but you come to tell us an event that happens on the 30th floor of this building, way above us, and we run up there, maybe there's a police report, maybe there's 3 guys in that room who've seen something, and you evidence that, that's not brain chemistry, that's not common human experience, that's not we stimulated your brain and you saw some lights, which is a pretty pathetic, to me, simulation of an NDE. Why do you know what happened in that room? Now let me make it more difficult. What if you had a cardiac arrest? And in a cardiac arrest, by definition, there's different kinds of cardiac arrest, but if you have a cardiac arrest with ventricular fibrillation, at 14.4 seconds, you're miserably flat brain. Man, if you watch something 30 seconds later, 45 seconds later, 1 minute later, you stood and watched that scene on the 23rd floor, the problem is, naturalistically speaking, your tape recorder isn't running. So if somebody went like this with your eyes open, you couldn't record it because it isn't running. That's what measurably flat heart, measurably flat brain means. But you say, well, subjectively, I'm more alive than I ever was before. And my body, you can have it. I'm up here, I'm having a good time. And plus I got this evidence. That is a lot of evidence that the naturalistic model is not going to cut this. And I've worked with a lot of evidences, 10 different sorts of, I work with religious evidence of both the Christian and non-Christian variety. I've almost never seen anything like NDEs that are this powerful. But the point is, in one sentence, we have to stick with the evidential ones to answer the natural type objections to NDEs.